morning, viewers around the world. Today's topic is interesting, but before we go to the topic, welcome to NOSCOM Financial Literacy class. Today we'll be discussing some of what we'll be discussing today: financial things you need to know before you get married, or financial issues you need to know before you get married. One of them is that you need to discuss bills with your partner before you get married. Some will say, I just want to get married. Marriage is an institution where you don't graduate from. You don't graduate from it. Even if you are attending school, there will be a time to say, people have written your final paper, people are graduate. When it comes to marriage, you don't graduate from it. The only time you can say you graduate from marriage is that when you lost your partner, or you lost your spouse lost you, but lost. That is only when you can graduate. But you cannot live without that pain, or without that life you have lived with that person. The memory will always be fresh. Discuss your bills. Some will say, I just want to get married. Bills will certainly come. Discuss how you and your partner will be paying your bills. How will it be? Honey, will you be supporting in paying of the bills? Or which area will you be of supportive? Or should I be paying all the bills, or you will be in this area? Let those issues be discussed. Because if these issues is discussed and before you get married, there will be less divorce in our society. Some will say, you did not tell me, you did not tell me. But those are issues that you need to discuss before you get married. Number two, parenting style. Parenting style. How are we going to live our life? Are we going to live in a moderate home? Are we going to live, you understand, from rent we move to our property? All those things need to be discussed, because if you don't discuss it, I've told young couples that are about to marry, I was opportune to counsel one. I said, we just borrowed money to go and rent a flat. I told the couple they should withdraw that money and go and rent a room and a parlor, or a self-contained, and start their life. If you go and rent a flat and borrow money, by the time the flat you up, you will go back to that one room or one room self-contained you are running for. Those things should be discussed. And other things that needs to also be discussed is credit. Where our source of income is coming from. How are we going to add more credit? How are we going to add more money to the family? How are we going to raise money? How are we going to invest? How are we going to do all these things need to be settled. And debit. Some family don't discuss that. One thing I don't do, and I've always skipped by it, I hardly buy things on credit. Because if you start doing it, by the time you are used to it, it's an habit that is easily to learn and it's difficult to cut off. Try not to buy things credit. And the other things we'll be discussing, how to deal with your family. I was watching a tape this morning, and I find out that somebody was advising parents, mostly the men, that we should not over treat our children wrongly, that we should always be at the fair side treating our children or advising them, that cane should be the last thing we should always do. Because sometimes you are trying to correct your son or daughter, because when things happen at home, the wife is there, will not speak. You say, when your daddy comes, I will report to your daddy, and your daddy will flog you. And really, when they report to you, you pick up your cane and flog that child. And what that happen is that child is always thinking that daddy is the bad guy. That mindset is already there. Before he will realize that daddy was trying to put him on the right track, time have gone. And that is why you see most children feel that pain. They don't really love their father the way they do love their mother. We should also try to desist. Cane should be the last thing we should always take. And the other issue we'll be discussing are what we should discuss: how many children you're going to have, how many children you need to have. Formerly, the more children you have, the more money you make. When our parents, when we were growing up, then our parents, most of them were farmers, and the more children you have, the more the more work will be done in the farm. For life is no more like that now. And I should advise young couples to discuss on the number of children they need to have. And to say we discussed three and we're having five, that is not an excuse. There are so many ways you can. There are hospitals, there are areas you can discuss and plan and do family planning. To say we don't know the children, the number of children, and God brings, we should train. And you should also discuss your sexual expectation. Your sexual expectation should be discussed. Many men have gone out to have second wife, side chick outside because of this. Because of this, it should be discussed before marriage. Partner expectation. What are you expecting from this man? What are you expecting? You tell the man that in 5 years time, this is what I'm expecting for you. 10 years time, this is what I'm expecting for you. It should be discussed. And you should also discuss your financial expectations. We know we are planning marriage. What are financial expectations? What are we going to plan for? Are we investing for the children? Are we investing? Are we going into stock? Are we going to buying bonds? Are we building an estate so that we get money? Should be discussed. And one other key part that needs to be discussed that we should not leave. This one is even more important than others. Family health history. Family health history. It should be discussed. Some partners are from family health histories. You should be aware so that you need to buckle up when those times come, and you also need to create some funds, create an account for that, and also seek health insurance or save towards those emails when they come. I've known a family. The man gave birth to 6 children. Among those 6 children, it was only one that was not having that mental issue. And in case like this, you need to check the history, check the family you want to marry from, check that family properly, see if they have issues like that. If a family of 7 and there's only one that is free, there's no way the other generation will not also have that kind of challenges. Please, it should be discussed so that you should know what you are facing and what you are expecting. Dream home. You also discuss how you want your home to be, how you want your apartment to be. Some will say in every year we want to go for holiday, we want to go to Bahamas, we want to go to the US, we want to go to Dubai. It should be discussed so that at the time people are getting married, you should start saving towards those your dream home, dream trip, dream holiday. Should not what will catch you unaware. Discuss about career and education. So men immediately they get married to their partner or get married to their wife, they will not allow that woman to pursue a career or education. I will always advise couple, the more your wife is educated, the more the burden or financial burden will be reduced. Don't cage your wife to make her a full housewife. I want to ask a simple question to viewers around the world. Peradventure, for instance, you died today and you are the breadwinner of that family. How will that family move? How will your wife and children survive if you die today and you are the breadwinner? Give room for your wife to improve on her career and education. If she says when you get married to her when she had the BS. If she says she's going for master degree, support her, guide her, let her go. Don't restrict her education. It should be better to say, honey, when I marry you, now primary 6 you get to, but now you don't be MSc, you don't get MSc. It's things to laugh about with. Don't restrict her progress. Discuss your political view. Discuss your club view. Some family, the man will be an Arsenal fan, while the wife will be a Chelsea fan. This also needs to be discussed. Only this, since I'm marrying you now, you are Arsenal fans, me and Chelsea fans, or you are Arsenal fans, me and Bend Insurance fans. I want to marry you. I want to marry you also to be my club, for us to be the same club. All these things need to be discussed. I've seen family got divorced because they were on different view of politics. The man was in one political party, the wife was in another political party. And argument came up. That is how they could not control it. They blew it out of proportion, and that marriage was dissolved. This issue needs to be discussed. I'm also encouraging churches to ask the couples these questions. They should debate about it so that our home will be a better home. If our home is better, the society will also be better. Thank you for watching. Bye.